A warm welcome, Dr. Anuprita Sharma, Principal Vinayak Vidhyapeeth, India, at 27 Elets World Education Summit, ma'am. It's really our pleasure to have you in this education summit.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. So, ma'am, we have the today is the final day of World Education Summit. We are started on 2nd and 3rd of October. So, ma'am, can you share what experience you have got from this World Education Summit in Malaysia?
Actually, all wonderful experience. Uh, for the past 2 days, I've been attending all the panel talks and gaining vast knowledge from all the dignitaries who were present here, all the academicians and educationists with big names and from big universities. So it has been an overwhelming experience, I must say, knowledge-wise, and it was, I would say, the right decision that I came here to Malaysia to attend this particular summit.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, in this summit, there are wide range of different topics was discussed with different edu leaders from worldwide. So, ma'am, what do you think, ma'am? What are the challenges are facing by education,
Yes.
higher education domain, ma'am?
Yes, the biggest challenge somehow I feel, and even more so after attending the summit, is that the technological divide that we are facing right now. The technological divide that I'm mentioning right now is the institutes, the educators that are attending this particular summit, the kind of technological access and infrastructure that they have is quite different if we talk about India or from where I am coming from. The colleges and universities, they don't have that kind of technological know-how and infrastructure. So this brings a technological gap between the students studying in these universities and the students that are studying in the colleges such as back in India. So I feel this is the biggest challenge that higher education institutes are facing right now, because the ones who are getting the better opportunities and better exposure, they'll be rising high while they're already at a good enough level, and the students of these universities who which do not have the proper exposure and proper opportunities, they won't be able to rise to the ones that are like who are better exposed. So that is one challenge, and there is a very dire need to bridge that gap.
Right. Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, like as a education leaders, you are. What you want to recommend your different education leaders about looking to who are looking to embrace the latest advancement and innovation in higher education?
I feel what we need right now is to have collaborations between the universities and between the colleges. If the universities which are well off in the sense with the technological know-how, if they can act as mentors to the colleges or the universities who do not have access to that kind of infrastructure or know-how or technological know-how. So that is something, those kind of collaborations are something that I'm looking forward to being here by through networking and everything. That is something that I feel I would like to take away from this particular summit.
Really. So, ma'am, that's a good point, ma'am. That collaboration is one of the main thing with the international collaboration and all in higher education to in the field of student exchange or a faculty exchange, so that globally recognition will be there for the student as well as for the higher education. So, ma'am, what is the last question? Is that what is the ma'am takeaway from this education summit?
Uh, Actually, takeaway is there's so much happening around. If we talk about global perspective, there's so much happening around, and it is very important that I'll give my example only. For people like me who are from a very small town back in India, it is very important for them to have this kind of exposure that the summit is providing to us. It is a very wonderful learning experience, and somehow I feel each and every one should move forward, get out of their comfort zone, and try to come for attending these conferences and these educational summits, because the kind of exposure and the kind of opportunities that you get here, the kind of knowledge that you get here, the kind of networks that you make here, I don't think that can be achieved in any other situation. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your all the points you have mentioned today, and thank you for joining this June Summit. We would like to have you in our upcoming education summit also in different part of the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.